Hey buddies, I think today we're going to read the first story in Mouse Soup. Mouse Soup by Arnold Lobel. A mouse sat under a tree. He was reading a book. A weasel jumped out and caught the mouse. The weasel took the mouse home. "Ha," said the weasel, "I am going to make mouse soup." "Oh," said the mouse, "I'm going to be mouse soup." And the weasel put the mouse in the cooking pot. "Wait," said the mouse. "This soup will not taste good. It has no stories in it. Mouse soup must be mixed with stories to make it taste really good." I have no stories," said the weasel. "I do," said Mouse. "I can tell them now." "All right," said the weasel, "but hurry, I'm very hungry." Here are 4 stories to put in the soup," said the mouse. And the first story was Bees and the Mud. A mouse was walking through the woods. A nest of bees fell from a tree and it landed on top of his head. "Bees," said the mouse, "you will have to fly away. I do not want a nest of bees sitting on top of my head." "Oh, look at that. He's got a bee turban." But the bees said, "We like your ears, we like your nose, we like your whiskers. Oh yes, this is a fine place for our nests. We will never fly away." The mouse was upset. He did not know what to do. The buzzing of the bees was very loud, and the mouse walked on. He came to a muddy swamp. "Bees," said the mouse, "I have a nest like yours. It is my home. If you want to stay on my head, you will have to come home with me." "Oh, yes," said the bees. "We like your ears, we like your nose, we like your whiskers. We will be glad to come home with you." "Very well," said the mouse, and he stepped into the mud up to his knees. "Well, here is my front door," said the mouse. "Oh, yes," said the bees, and the mouse stepped into the mud up to his waist. "Here is my living room," said the mouse. "Oh, yes," said the bees, and the mouse stepped into the mud up to his chin. "Here is my bedroom," said the mouse. "Oh, yes," said the bees. "And now I will go to sleep," said the mouse, and he ducked his head under the mud. "Oh, no," said the bees. "We like your front door, we like your living room, we like your bedroom, but no, we do not like the bed." And the bees jumped into the air and flew away, and the mouse went home to take a bath. That was the first story. Now remember, this was the story of the mouse that was in the cooking pot that the weasel had put in there, and he's telling 4 stories. The mouse is telling the weasel 4 stories, and this is the second one. 2 large stones. 2 large stones sat on the side of the hill. Grass and flowers grew there. "This side of the hill is nice," said the first stone, "but I wonder what is on the other side of the hill." We do not know. We never will, said the second stone. One day a bird flew down. Bird, can you tell us what is on the other side of the hill? Asked the stones. Well, the bird flew up into the sky, and he flew high over the hill, and he came back and said, I can see towns and castles. I see mountains and valleys. Oh, it is a wonderful sight. And the first stone said, all those things are on the other side of the hill. How sad, said the second stone. We cannot see them. We never will. And the two stones sat on the side of the hill, and they felt sad for 100 years. And one day a mouse walked by. Mouse, can you tell us what is on the other side of the hill? Asked the stones. And the mouse climbed up the hill. He put his nose over the top and looked down. And he came back and said, I see earth and stones. I could see grass and flowers. It is a wonderful sight. And the first stone said, the bird told us a lie. That side of the hill looks just the same as this side of the hill. Oh, good, said the second stone. We feel happy now. We always will. Oh, and the sun shone down. And this is the third story, Crickets. One night, a mouse woke up. Poink! There was a chirping sound outside her window. What is that noise? Asked the mouse. What did you say? Asked the cricket. I cannot hear you and make my music at the same time. I want to go to sleep, said the mouse. I do not want any more music. What did you say? Asked the cricket. You want more music? I will find a friend. And soon there were two crickets chirping. I want you to stop the music, said the mouse. You are giving me more. And there are the two crickets. What did you say? Asked the cricket. You want more music? Whoa, we will find another friend. And soon 3 crickets were chirping. You must stop the music, said the mouse. I'm tired. I cannot take much more. Huh? What did you say? Asked the cricket. You want much more music? We will find many friends. And soon there were 10 crickets chirping. Stop! Cried the mouse. Your music is too loud, asked the cricket. Yes, we can chirp loud. And so the 10 crickets chirped very loud. Please, shouted the mouse. I want to sleep. Oh, I wish you would all go away. Why didn't you say so in the first place? Asked the cricket. We will go and chirp somewhere else, said the 10 crickets, and they went away and chirped somewhere else. And the mouse went back to sleep. That was an odd one. The fourth one, the thorn bush. An old lady went to the door of her house. She was crying. A policeman came running. Dear lady, said the policeman, why are you crying? Come in, said the old lady. I will show you. There she is. Oh, and the police person came in and they're looking at the chair. Oh, no. "There's an old thorn bush growing in my living room chair," said the old lady. How, how did it get there?" asked the policeman. "I don't know," said the old lady. "And one day I sat down and something hurt me, and I got up, and there was the thorn bush." "Oh, poor lady," said the policeman. "I will pull the thorn bush out of your chair, and then you can sit down again." "No," cried the old lady. "Don't do that. I do not want to sit down. I have been sitting down all my life. I love my thorn bush. I am crying because it's sick. See," said the old lady. "All the branches are falling over." "Oh, the thorn bush may be thirsty," said the policeman. "Perhaps it needs water." And she threw a bucket of water on it. "Oh, look what's happening." "I never thought of that," said the old lady. She poured the water on the chair, and the thorn bush shivered and shook. The green leaves came out of the branches, and little buds came out near the leaves, and the buds opened up. They became large roses. "Thank you, kind policeman," cried the old lady. "You have saved my thorn bush. You have made my house beautiful." And she kissed the policeman and gave him a big bunch of roses to take home. "There," said the mouse. "Look at it. He looks a little confused, Mr. Weasel. I have told you my stories. They will make your mouse soup taste really good." "All right," said the Weasel. "But how can I put stories into your soup?" "Oh, that'll be easy," said the mouse. "Run outside and find a nest of bees, some mud, 2 large stones, 10 crickets, and a thorn bush, and come back and put them all in the soup." And the Weasel ran outside very fast. He forgot to close the door, and the Weasel found a nest of bees. Oof, he was stung many times. The Weasel found some mud. It was wet and gooey. And the Weasel found 2 large stones, and they were heavy. The Weasel also found 10 crickets. Chirp, chirp, chirp. And he had to jump to catch them. And the Weasel found the thorn bush. And he was pricked and scratched. "Now my mouse soup will taste really good," said the Weasel. But when the Weasel came back home to his house, he found a surprise. The cook pot was empty. The mouse hurried to his safe home, lit a fire, ate his supper, and he finished reading his book. The end.